Hello children and welcome back once again to our online session. Today I am going to explain you the topic framing a WH question. See, there are two types of interrogative sentences. One is called as verbal question, another is called as WH question. So first of all I'll explain you the difference between a verbal question and a WH question. The question which starts with the helping verbs such as am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had. That question is called as a verbal question. A verbal question is also called as a yes-no type question because mostly the answers of such questions are given in yes or no. And the question which starts with the WH words such as when, what, how, where, whom, whose, how far, how long, how many, how much. Such question is called as a WH question. Whenever we are told to prepare a WH question, we find that a certain part of the sentence is underlined. And on remaining part of the sentence, we have to create such a question that the underlined part of the sentence should come as the answer of our question. So first of all, what should we do? We should read the entire sentence and try to understand the meaning of the sentence. After understanding the meaning of the complete sentence, we should hide the underlined part. And now once again read the remaining part. Now on the remaining part, we have to make such a question that the underlined part should be the answer of our question. Now the most important thing in framing a WH question is the structure. Even if slight change is there in the structure, then our answer will be wrong. So I'll write the structure on the board for you. The structure for framing a WH question is WH word plus helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object and then question mark. So going through the meaning of the sentence, first of all we should decide which WH word we are going to use. After using the WH word, as per the structure, helping verb is there. So first of all we should see whether helping verb is present in the sentence or not. Sometimes you will find the helping verb, sometimes it will not be there. If helping verb is there in the sentence, then same helping verb you have to use. In case helping verb is not there, then as we do in many other types, that according to the form of the main verb, we have to use do, does or did. I have already explained you how we can decide whether we have to use do, does or did. But once again I'll explain in short. If the main verb is given in the first form, then we have to use do. For example, go is there. So by seeing the verb go, we have to use the helping verb do. If the suffix yes or es is added to the main verb, then we have to use does. For example, if goes is there, then we have to use does. If main verb is given in the second form, then we have to use did. For example, went is there, then by seeing the word went, we have to use did. In this way, we have to choose do, does or did. But if helping verb is not present in the sentence, most of the students do the mistake. What they do, even if helping verb is present in the sentence, they use do, does or did, but that is wrong. If helping verb is present in the sentence, same helping verb we have to use. When it is not there, then according to the main verb, we have to decide do, does or did. Then after taking the helping verb, subject will be there. Now the time comes to use the main verb. But here one important point is there. Remember that if we have made use of do, does or did, then here main verb always we have to write in the first form. But if we have used the helping verb from the sentence only, then main verb will not change. In that case, main verb we have to write as it is. But after using do, does or did, main verb will come in first form. After that, remaining sentence. And obviously at last we have to give the question mark. Now I'll explain some sentences on the board. See here. First one. He has completed his education in Mumbai. Now here the underlined part is in Mumbai. In this way you will find that some part of the sentence is underlined. Now on remaining part of the sentence we have to make such a question that the answer of our question should come in Mumbai. If we want to bring the answer in Mumbai, then obviously we have to ask the question of where. So as per the structure of the sentence, first of all we have to use the WH word where. Now as I told in the structure that after using the WH word we have to use helping verb. Do you find any helping verb in this sentence? Yes, it is there. What is there? Has is the helping verb. So if helping verb is present, then same helping verb we have to use. Where has. So as per the structure we have used WH word, we have used helping verb, and now we have to use the subject. What is the subject? He. Now the time comes to use the main verb, but as we have used the helping verb from the sentence only, then here main verb will not change. Main verb will come as it is. Where has he completed his education? And at last we have to put question mark. One more sentence. I study hard to complete my dreams. Here underlined part is to complete my dreams. If we want to bring the answer to complete my dreams, then obviously we have to ask the question of why. So as per the structure we have to use WH word first. Now helping verb will come, but in this sentence helping verb is not present. So by going through the main verb we have to use do, does or did. So here the main verb is study. So as it is the first form, so we have to use do. Now after the helping verb subject we have to use why do I. If we have made use of do, does or did, then obviously main verb we have to write in the first form. Why do I study hard? And at last we have to put the question mark. One more sentence. She woke up at 8 a.m. in the morning. And here the underlined part is at 8 a.m. So the underlined part shows the time. And if underlined part shows the time, then obviously we have to ask the question of when. Now here helping verb is not present and the main verb is woke. Woke is the second form. Its three forms are like this: wake, woke and woken. So as the main verb is given in the second form, so we have to use the helping verb did. Then as per the structure, after using the helping verb, we have to use the subject. When did she? After using do, does or did, main verb will come in the first form, and the first form of woke is wake. Now the remaining word we have to write up. See here, just at 8 a.m. is underlined, so only this part will not come, but the remaining words we have to write. What are they? In the morning. So I hope you have understood this topic, and for taking the exercise we will meet in the evening. Till then, it's goodbye.